Minecraft, a game that has no set ending, but yet I've never played on a world for more than a year, but I am changing that today. This is my Minecraft Forever world. Welcome. I've played on hundreds, if not even thousands of different Minecraft worlds before, and I don't really recall ever playing on one specific world for like over a year. I either simply forget about it, just get bored of it, or I just stop playing on it for no specific reason at all. So I decided quite a few people have been starting their Forever world, so I might as well join in as well and see what it's all about. So this series is gonna be a lot more of a like slower, calmer pace. I'm not gonna speed run, try get like max gear as soon as possible. Like obviously I'll get the basic stuff, but this series will be focused more on the game itself and like building. So I've got a few apples to start with. This ravine is quite a good spawn actually. Could give us some early game iron, and unfortunately there wasn't any surface iron, so I think let's just skip out on this ravine for now and let's go head to that village and see what's going on over there. Ooh, on the way to the village, which is literally right over there, I found this little cave over here and I saw this iron just begging to be mined. So there we have it, our first ever bits of iron on this world. I'm gonna grab a bit of this coal over here, and then I'm gonna go to that village, and this water cave is gonna be really good for gearing up. So let's head over here to this village, loot up, and then I think we're gonna go caving in that water cave. I think that it is time for us to quickly make a little respawn area, maybe even a chest, just so that we can clear as much space for us to be able to fit as much. We should be good. Make sure our respawn point's set, and let's go caving. Now I'm gonna just have a look around for some iron for now. Might get a bit of coal while I'm at it, but I mean there's not really much more that we need from this cave than just some iron. Maybe if we're lucky we might go deep enough to find a diamond or two, but for now I'm just gonna gear up and you guys can just enjoy this little mining montage. $38, that is really not a bad haul for how long I was in the caves, or like still day, not even going into night yet, so that I am pretty happy with that. Alright, so we are now back to our little campsite over here. I'm gonna get this iron smelting, and I think while we wait for that, I am going to go and have a look for a little spot for us to build a base at. Now immediately the cherry blossom area there is catching my eye, I do remember, there, a village. I saw that village earlier. That could also be a pretty nice spot. Over that way, there's a mangrove swamp, as well as some more of the jungle, forest, and more jungle over there. So we've got quite a good, like, surrounding area. There we go. We've got full iron armor, full set of tools, and a little bit of iron to spare. Okay, so we are approaching the mountain. We right about at... Ooh, let's get Monster Hunter while we're at it. There we go. First ever mob killed on the Forever World was a skeleton. But let's climb this little bit of this mountain. It's not that big of a mountain. Like that over there might have a better chance of having a mountain range. Now this could be perfect. Nice empty plains, not too much elevation change. That village is pretty close by as well. Spruce forest over there. I think this is going to be our base. Right over here. There we go. It is now official. This is going to be our base location. So now that we've got a base location, I think it's about time that we start gathering like lots of resources. And I think I might have come up with an idea for like what we're gonna end up doing. However, it does involve quite a bit of copper. We have time on this world to like use the more expensive, time consuming resources and that, as this world is in theory going to last forever. I think that I'm going to take down a good few of these big 4x4 spruce trees, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I've just spent about 2-3 days collecting spruce wood, to the point where my iron axe is literally on 8 durability, and that's the second iron axe. I already broke one of them, so now I really hope I've got enough spruce wood, because if I don't know what I will do, because I am honestly pretty sick and tired of mining spruce. However, I did end up finding a flowering azalea while I was in the spruce forest, as well as a dark oak biome. So I decided to not try go down into the lush cave just yet. I did get a flowering azalea bush. I just broke a few of the leaves while I was there. So we do have azalea flowers and also bushes now if we want. But as for now, we just going to get the space going. So if we look back there, you can see a little bit of the dark oak forest over there. So it's quite a way back. Not crazy far, but I did also grab a little bit of copper and iron while I was there, just because I saw it in a surface cave. So I'm going to smelt this up, but for now I'm going to get started on working out what the space is going to look like. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. Now, I have just finished this roof off, and fortunately I have a little bit of copper left to spare. However, as you guys probably would have noticed, the storage area that I've built outside has this pattern of copper on it. And I'm sort of tired of going around and right-clicking the copper and de-aging it to be in this pattern. So I think that we're gonna have to get some silk touch and make a honey farm. So that leaves us with two options. Either I can go to the village, try get a silk touch book, and then we can put it onto our axe, and then there we go, we've got our silk touch book. Or I can go caving. And one thing that gathering all of these resources and that for the space, one thing that was pretty obvious to me was the fact that I really need to upgrade these iron tools. Like, the space, sure, it has a lot of materials, but it literally took like 4 hours of material gathering to get all of the copper, wood, cobblestone, and everything else that we're gonna end up needing for the space as well for the interior, because right now it is completely empty. So I think that we should go caving, but first let's just sleep. Alright, now that it's a new day for us to go around, I just want to quickly go around the base, place a few torches, and I think once we're back from caving, I'm going to work on the new the goal for what I'm going to try, aim, and do every single episode of this Forever World series. Let's go into this cave. Now, I purposefully left this cave unlooted and went and mined elsewhere so that we could come down here together and mine. Ooh, there's also a mine shaft here. I did see that, but it didn't quite register. So I think that I'm just gonna start mining. We'll slowly make our way down. Probably go stop by that mine shaft as well. Wow, this cave is absolutely flowing or overflowing with iron. This is pretty good. I wish I'd gone caving in this cave as our first like gearing up cave. Like I've got more than a stack of iron already and I've barely even gotten into the cave. However, we have now just reached deep slate level, but I will not be going down into deep slate quite yet. However, I want to rather go down into deep slate around here. Hello, Mr. Creeper. I'm sorry, but I have to kill you just to make sure you don't drop on my head and explode in my face. Thank you very kindly for not exploding on me. I think this is a pretty good place for us to start looking for our very first diamonds for our forever world. Now, I did forget my bundle, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to separate our very first diamond to keep like in an item frame or something. However, there we go, our first diamonds of our forever world. Oh, that feels brilliant. And in fact, I am going to go back to base to go put these diamonds into a chest or in the bundle or something so that we can keep them for the novelty of being our very first diamonds ever obtained. And now we should be good to head back down into the caves. Oh my goodness, I accidentally just opened my inventory and almost died. That was such a close one. Yo, one heart, but my own heart is pounding. Fortunately, we survived that, and now I've got to try remember, where were those diamonds? Think that they were right over here. Now we've technically got 3 diamonds, but I want to keep that 1 diamond separate from the rest, so I think let's do a quick little montage of resource mining. Okay, so we're at the point where my shield just broke, and we've got enough diamonds for full diamond armor, as well as as well as our tools. So now we can finally upgrade our armor, and with that we've got full diamond armor. And for now I think I'm just gonna make a pickaxe, and I am going to be keeping the iron armor, as I think it could be a cool another cool novelty item. I do think I will take a quick little loot check, and I've got a few things in that bundle as well. But I mean, this cave has been really good in terms of resources, to the point where I'm just skipping over a lot of it, and then I'll just come back for it when I need it. So let's see, we've got enough for, we just need one more diamond to get a full tool set, but preferably we want another 2 after that, so 3 more diamonds in total, and then we've got our enchantment table as well as full armor and tools. So I think that I will meet you back at base where once I've got those last few diamonds as well as a bit of obsidian. We have now returned from the mining trip. And our copper over here is oxidized pretty much for most of them at least. They've oxidized completely. So that's quite nice. So now I think let's just go ahead and grab all of that as well as that. And let's just put that in. You know what? I think that it's time that we organize our stuff. Alright, so I've just finished organizing everything I had. So I've got a whole bunch of wood stuff, miscellaneous dirt, building, like stone stuff, like this is like any sort of village stuff, and then tools and utility stuff. Oh, and so I've got mob drops. But I think for right now, actually I'm gonna move this dirt over by 1. Just for now, I'll make a more of a monument sort of idea thing. Short, or probably not in this episode, but in an upcoming one. But now I think what I need to do is get these books as well as the obsidian, and over here need to get 2 diamonds. But now we can make our enchanting table. And if I go over here and let's grab a bit of oak, convert those into planks, we've already got 7 bookshelves, which is pretty decent for starting off with. So I think actually let's go upstairs. Let's say right in this corner here, just like that. And let's see, just unbreaking so far. Let's also just have a look at the armor. Feather falling, I will definitely be taking that. And there is our first enchantments. So now we've got our full protection 2 armor besides our boots, but that's okay. And let's just have a look. Anything with silk touch? Not right now. Unfortunately, we have not got any silk touch. So it looks like the honeycomb might have to get put on hold for now. So as you would see from my inventory, I've got the stuff that you need to make a farm. So that is going to be one of the goals for every episode of this Forever World. I want to be able to make a new farm once per episode. Well, let me rephrase that. I want to make at least 1 new farm every episode. So I'm just going to go around and punch a bit of grass here, get about a stack of seeds to start off with, and obviously as our farms expand and that, we will get more seeds, but for now, gotta keep it a bit small. So I think right here where we've been aging our copper will be actually a pretty perfect spot. So I'm gonna get started on that, and I'll check back in with you guys in a moment. Alright, welcome back. So we've got our first farm going here, and I think this is about 2 stacks of seeds. So obviously this is just gonna be our starting farm, and we will obviously be expanding this more and more. So I've just also gone ahead and added a little pathway. I will probably detail this pathway a bit better in future, but for now this works. So I think that is we're going. Alright, so here is our farm, at least our starting one. So I do see that this is slightly out of range, so I think I'm just gonna quickly fix that so that we don't have that one random bit of dry ground. But I think that this is gonna be where we end this episode of the Forever World. So thank you all so very much for watching. I now have to go edit a whole 6 hours of footage. But please let me know if you enjoy this series and if I should continue it. And if you have enjoyed this video, please just subscribe, as it really helps out a ton. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.